Good morning, guys. It's Sonia. How are you this morning? Let's all get set up here for our Monday morning chat. I do enjoy Monday morning chats. It just feels like you get set off on the right foot. It's a fresh new week. It can be anything you want it to be. And right now we're on the 13th of January, showing up here every single day, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about business and how we can grow our businesses together. So I hope you've taken what you've been learning over the last 12 days. Today, I'm going to talk to you about Facebook business page likes versus Facebook business page follows. What's more important, likes or the follows? Like, what does it even mean? What's the difference between the two? I get that question a lot. And what should I be more concerned with? So let me explain to you so you better understand your Facebook page. I read something this week and it said that Facebook followed by Facebook Messenger is the most downloaded app. Think about that. A lot of people on Facebook. Hello, Vintage Forest Finds. Lisa's on here. Hello, Brenda, Jacqueline, Shonda. Good morning. Hello. So this morning I'm trying something new. I'm actually doing chai tea. So as I practice, I tell you guys to practice your, actually we should do that too. We got a couple things to do today, but let's all practice our questions, okay? Come up with a question that helps your audience be able to give you an answer quickly rather than having to think through. Because on a Monday morning, it will be really hard for me right now to really think through and weed through to give somebody a big answer to a question. So here's my question of the morning. Are you a tea or coffee drinker? Judy says she's drinking tea this morning. Let me see. All right, so you answer that question. Tea, are you a coffee or tea drinker? And if you are, this is the very first session that you're joining. This is an example of how I'm training you guys and teaching you guys to get better content on your pages by being specific and asking questions, okay? So you can't use those words like leave a comment, guys, because Facebook has an algorithm. Remember, all those robots that we kind of picture them as robots behind the scenes, all the computer workings, the algorithm that gets really triggered when you leave a word like comment, because they go, oh, Sonia is trying to work the algorithm here because she knows that our algorithm loves it when there's posts that's got comments on it. And if you have a post that has a ton of comments and interactions, you're more likely to have the next post that you put out is going to go to a whole lot more people. So if she's using those words like tag and share and all that stuff, that is not organic, and we want organic relationships. And so that's why asking questions and good questions and helping your people be able to leave you answers versus answering the secret to the universe. Tea or coffee? I can handle that, right? Oh, very good. I love it when you report back too. Vintage Forest Fine says, asked how the weather was by you and got the best post so far. I love it. I love it. See? And so here is what happens. Facebook sees that you put out a post and you get engagement. And they go, all right, they must be putting out good content here, stuff that people are connecting with. It's social media over here. We like what she's doing because now she's starting to get interaction. So guess what Facebook does? The next post you put out gets even more interaction, okay? And then Facebook goes, okay, all right, let's open those gates a little bit wider here. This girl's got something going on here. People like what she's doing. And so therefore, your reach begins to grow, all right? But it works the same way, the opposite way, okay? So I say that to say, if you're posting something and you're getting crickets, stop posting the very same thing, all right? Because if you post something and you get crickets, and like, for example, you are hammering home that you've got a paint class, okay? And every time you put it out, you might even get one heart, okay? That's about all you're getting, all right? Because people just want to see something else from you, right? They want to interact with you on a different sort of way. They know what you got going on, but maybe at this point, you just haven't built your audience up enough, okay? Or like I said, your audience at this point, your Facebook page has just suffered so many strikes through the algorithm that nobody's even seen it, all right? So if you're posting something and you're getting crickets, do not post the exact same thing, because Facebook goes, okay, that got no engagement. All right, the next time you post, Nobody wants to see anything from this content creator. Don't even show it to anyone. All right. So that's why it's important. And yes, you are a content creator because what you're doing is serving up, just like you'd serve up a meal or an appetizer. You're serving up some content that you've created that never existed before, right? That you're taking and you're putting it on your Facebook business page and you're creating something out of nothing. And yes, there are times that we share from other people's pages and we can share it over to our page, but I'm talking overall in general. You're creative, right? You're going to be making things from within. Oh, Sandy's doing green tea. Cindy says, good morning, Sonia. I've been taking your advice daily and the response of my business page has been amazing. Woo! Jocelyn says, me too. I got 35 new likes this week. All right, everybody right now, just wherever you are, just sit back and go. All right, that's what I want you to do. So if there's anybody in the room with you, they're all going to be like, you weirdo. I'm so happy for you. You're doing it. You're doing it. All right. We got more coming. So here's what I want to do today. One thing that I want to do that's going to help you as well increase your likes and your follows. And we'll talk about, like I said, about that a little bit more is take the time over in the comment section. Your comment section is down below. If you see me look to the side, it's because on Facebook, on my laptop here, it comes to the side. So what I want you to do is post. Now, remember this past week, I said to you guys, come up with like a sentence, one or two that you would use to describe your business overall. Not that I have this and I have that and I have this and I have that, but like, what are you doing in general? Like if your business appeared in a listing, all right, and if you work with an advertiser that like a newspaper, anything like that, they're going to tell you, you have this many characters, right? And so it's so important to get it all down in a nutshell. So I want you to leave over in the side, all right? And I want you to give me a sentence or two, no more than 2 sentences, and your link to your Facebook business page so we can all go find each other and support each other and show up on each other's pages, leave a heart, give a like. Again, because even for some of you guys that are kind of been down in the depths and you just haven't had a chance to remember Sonia's scenario, you're powering up, Princess Peach, okay? You're powering up your thermometer here. For a lot of you guys, having the interaction that you're going to get from this group coming and supporting each other will help kind of like shake it from the rocks, okay? So imagine, because I'm a visual person, so sometimes I come up with examples just off the top of my head because that's just how I see things. So imagine, okay, your Facebook business page is a person. And your Facebook business page right now is on the floor, rock bottom, right? Okay. It's a she. We're going to name her a she. She's on the floor. Okay. Think about a person on the floor right now. There's not a whole lot coming out, right? There's tears right now and you're crying over your Facebook page. And just feeling very down and very sad right now. And you're sad about that. If somebody came over to this person that was laying on the floor crying, and what they started doing was reaching out and touching and putting a hand on a shoulder and give you some hearts and giving a thumbs up, like you can do this, and leaving a comment, a nice comment, right? You can raise a person off the floor that feels like they're alone, right? You can raise somebody and from negativity to positivity. You can get somebody to take action. And so your Facebook page might just be like that right now because you've got a sad page, okay? And you know what helps gets it going? It's going to be some hearts and some likes and some comments. And eventually your Facebook page is going to be, the whole theme of this channel is grow, all right? So if it's a wilted flower, it's going to, you know what? It's going to stand back upright, okay? It's going to blossom. And then it's up to us to continue to water it. And that's where it comes in, where I'm telling you, post at least 2 to 3 times a day, okay? And all the other things that I'm going to teach you on here, that's how you keep your flower blossoming, all right? Sandy, happy tears today. I started yesterday. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Sandy. I love it when I see your name when you show up here. Allison said, oh, good. Okay, perfect. So you're starting your sentences, right? Give me a sentence, what you do. Post your Facebook business page, all right? Do that right now. Okay, over to the side. I'm going to keep talking, but what I want you to do, so I would basically in a comment, I would write something like, hi, I'm Sonia. I love to give life to old things through the power of paint and inspire other people to do it too. www.junkmonkeypaint.com. Okay, so that's what I want you to do. Type it in. Alan says it won't let me post my page. Okay, try it again. Let's see. Alina put down Lena's Crafty Cottage. Yes, I talked to Lena yesterday. I like that, Lena. That sounds really good. And that gives you a nice wide bubble. So anything that you do crafty and creative underneath it, you know what, if you want to do whatever, if you want to, I don't know, do fabric crafts today and tomorrow you're doing paper crafts, you've given yourself a wide enough umbrella to let it fall underneath it, right? So, oh, good. Shonda's posting what she's about. Okay. So type in your page again. And if it's giving you problems, even if you put a space in between something, just so it can get there. Oh, good deal. Okay, that works too. Jocelyn says what hers is. Okay, Jocelyn, I'm going to hold you to it. Come on, do the work, do the mental work, and give us one sentence about what you do, and then leave your business name. Because when you take the time to actually stop and you got to do that work and you just got to push through it, the next time you have to say it to somebody, it'll come off your lips more easier, right? You got to like say it out loud. You put it out there. The more times you say it, and when you start now, I have more words in mind when I first started, but the more you say it, it comes out different ways. And it also shortens up as well because you just get more comfortable with it, right? Good. Make sure you're leaving your Facebook business page names. And if you can put a link in there, put the link in there, okay? Just so we can go find you and support you. Bridget has a question. How do I copy my link again? Okay, well, the easiest thing to do is probably for you is to, if you pull up your Facebook business page, I'll show you, you know what, I'll do a zoomed in view of a couple things that you should know how to do on Facebook and do a tutorial on that. But if you go to even the top of your Facebook page and you click in that little section, like the little browser that's above, you can copy and paste that and put that right in. I'm just thinking of all the things that I really should show you how to do on Facebook right now. Hey, Kate, how are ya? Very nice. I love that. Vintage forest finds, mother-daughter pair that looks for treasures in barns and down dirt roads. Vintage forest finds. I love it. The Secondhand Cottage Company says, here at the Secondhand Cottage Company, I take handmade items probably, and recreate them with paint and creativity, but mostly love. All a labor of love, right? Kim says, I'm a watercolorist and my creative business is Fern and Finch Studio. Oh, that's beautiful. And you could also, like, Kim, I don't know if you have like a specific niche or niche that you work within. You could feel free to include that as well. Like if you do, for example, whimsical watercolor, if you do more, landscape, more scenic, feel free to put in a couple extra details to really fill it out a little bit more, because that way people go, oh, whimsical, really? Like what? What do you paint? Right? That leads to more stuff. But it kind of just like gives it enough to make people go, really? I want to ask you more about that. Lauren says her page, she started a while ago, but never did anything with it. That's okay. Start today. And it needs a lot of work. We're all just a work in progress, girl. You're in the right place. Sandra just decided on a name. Very nice. Oh, well, Sandra, there you go. That will be your next goal. Get up your page. Every day that goes by is a day that you could have, should have, would have done something for your business, right? When it comes to your business page. And you already know from being in here that the business page is important. And if you put up a link and it's not clickable, you can copy and paste and put that into your browser, right? YouTube Live might be not as nice to links as when this video actually posts and then people can come in after and the live portion is over. Because sometimes, you think about it, you're going live and it might be a way for YouTube to think like, oh no, I'm controlling your live for you so that people are not jumping on it from all over the world and posting their links, right? I'm telling you guys to post your links, or at least post the name to your Facebook business page. And like I said, if it's not letting you post the link the way you have it typed out, put a space in between a couple things so we can still see it and we can move those spaces together, knowing, like if I had to type in right now, if I was trying to type in the comments, www.junkmonkeypaint.com, maybe what I want to do is just www.junk-monkey-paint-.com. You see what I'm saying, right? So I can go, oh, okay, that's what it is. I'm going to type that in. I hope you're feeling better, Kate. I'm glad you're here. And just know that if you can't make the live, then I do leave these videos up for replay. You're good. All right. So while you guys are doing that, keep doing that over there so we can keep this train moving. I want you guys, we talked about comments. You guys are working on it. You're seeing success. Don't change what you're seeing success in. Just keep on doing the same thing. Keep it on. We talked about the elevator speech. You guys are doing that, adding your at least your Facebook business page name. And I hope you've got your Facebook business page up. If not, keep working on it. When we do this again, you'll be amongst the group here. And the other thing, the main thing I wanted to talk about today, Facebook page likes versus Facebook page follows, right? Like you look on your page, like if I were to look on my page right now, and oftentimes you'll see a space in between them, meaning that like there's a gap in the numbers, all right? If you looked at yours lately, you're gonna go to the top of your Facebook business page, and let me see if I can find it here. All right. So there's mine right here, okay? There's a thumbs up. You guys see that right there? There's a thumbs up right there. And then right below it, it shows me my follows. And there are two different numbers, all right? So the likes right now that I have is 100,000 plus, like 100,539, okay? The follows I have is quite significantly more. It's 115,865. So that is the difference of basically 15, Sonia, you got 15 more thousand follows or followers than you do likes. Like, what is up with that? Why does that happen? And do I have to be concerned with that? And what is more important? All right. So I want you to check on yours as well, but that's where you find it and just look at that number. Totally normal to have a space in that. Totally normal. And your page is doing fine if your follows are greater than your likes. Okay. That's the most important number that you want to be concerned with. So page likes is people who have basically, they've clicked on your page, they've hit the thumbs up, they want to be shown as a fan. In their profile, if anybody clicks on their profile randomly on Facebook, it's going to see that they are a fan of Jug Monkey Paint Company, okay? They are going to be a fan of your page. So think about it in your way of you are, on the personal side of things, you are friends with people on Facebook that you have on your personal side, right? They're your friends, all right? And I can go in, I can click on somebody and go, oh my gosh, my friend so-and-so is also friends with so-and-so. They know each other, right? So it's a way to be connected, all right? Now, follows or followers, why would you want that to be higher? Why would you definitely know that your page is rocking and rolling when you see that number be higher than likes? Is because not everybody will take the time to like your page, but if somebody's following your page, that means that your content is most likely showing up in their feeds, okay? So which would you rather? Somebody to like your page and never see your content, never interact with it, and Sonia just told you that if you've got stuff going up and nobody's interacting with Facebook, is eventually you're gonna see a decline in what you're posting out there, your content. So would you rather somebody to like your page and never ever see your stuff, never ever see what you're doing, the wonderful quality, not quantity, quality content you're putting out there, never interact with it, they like your page, but you never see them again? Or would you rather somebody to follow your page? All right, they might even have their Facebook settings set at the top of how, maybe you might even be first in their feed, but they're seeing your stuff. And you know what? Business comes down to the more people that you get in front of, there's a greater likelihood that they're going to love what you're doing, right? We've talked about that, right? With numbers. You go through 9 no's to get your 10th yes, right? We talked about that this week. And so if more people are following you, that means more people are seeing your content, which leads to things like engagement and relationships, building friendships, building, a stronger community. And people see you, people see what you're doing, and people buy your stuff, which business is about taking it from hobby to now you've monetized maybe what you love to do, what your passion is, right? So what do you think is better? More better. That's not a correct grammar. we still think it's better. Likes or followers? Naomi says more followers equals more eyeballs. You got it, my friend. So take those followers and do, times 2 eyeballs. You got a lot of eyeballs on you, right? So never, ever, if you ever see that happen to your page where your Facebook likes and your follows pull away from each other, the number you have to be concerned with is your followers. Who is signed up to receive your content? And if you ever see it switched around the other way, where your followers fall below your likes, then you know you have to do some work, okay? You can raise that number again, but what's happening is people might be liking your page, but they're unfollowing you. Okay, so that would be in the same, oh gosh, this is a way to bring it home. That would be in the same way on Facebook. If you're friends with somebody, do you know how you have that option? I can stay friends, but I can mute my friends and I can unfollow them. So I'll stay friends with you, but I really don't want to see it in my feed. All right. Don't show up my feed. I don't like what you post. I don't want what you post. You drive me nuts every time you post. You're whatever. You always want something. You're always complaining. Okay. I can't have that negativity in my life. Yes, I'll stay connected. I'll stay a fan. I'll stay a friend, but I'm going to go in and I'm going to go into my settings and I'm going to find you and I am going to unfollow you. And you know what? I will never hear from you again unless I manually go and look for you. All right. Do you really want that happening on your business page? So if you have more likes than follows, then my friend, you've got friends, but they've muted you. They don't want to follow you anymore. So you got to look at your content and go, I got to get better. I got to get better at this. All right. Apply the things that you're learning in here. Start building relationships, but you're going to have to, you're going to have to work on creating good content, getting back on top. And then when it comes down to it, likes are great. Likes are great for social proof. They're the fans of your pages, right? And eventually we'll go on to talk about things like top fans and what that means. But followers are the most important. And sometimes people are like, what is the difference? You got it, Wanda. Followers. She says, great. Always thought likes meant they saw you. Right? Now we know followers. Absolutely. That is where it's at. I can like somebody, but if I'm not, but I can like a person, but if I'm going to follow them, if I'm going to follow them around and engage with them, that's stronger than just liking somebody, right? I can like my neighbor and go, he's a cool neighbor. She's a cool cat. I like her. Just picture it that way. I like her. But if I'm following and hanging out with her, I'm following her around and now we're doing stuff together, right? That is going to be much stronger than just a generic like. So put your brain power on what's more important. Worry about that number versus the other one. All right. Did everybody get in there? And does that make sense? Give me a yes if that makes sense, if that helps clarify something for you guys and also gives you just a goal to work on, make sure you see that followers amount increase. All right. Keep posting good stuff that you're getting engagement on and stop with the stuff, like stop beating the drum of the same thing over and over again, because why are you wasting your time even posting it? Because Facebook has decided nobody wants to see it. And if you keep trying to force through that door, the Facebook eventually is going to go, you ain't getting the message. Nothing your post is going to get through to these people until we're not going to allow it until you change what you're posting and you make it more consumable and you create quality content. I think we have like half tea drinkers, half coffee drinkers. I'm giving you guys some extra time here to put in your Facebook business page name and what you do and your link so we can find you. Drive safe, Lena. Lena says she's driving home, but have her earbuds in so she can still listen. That is awesome. Very nice. I can't wait to go in and check you guys out. Judy says, do you really need the boost? Are you talking about the boost option? That's where you pay, right? If you want to boost your post, you can. Are ads more effective than boost? I do believe so. Boost something that is already showing signs of doing well. So don't boost something that just needs to be raised back up, right? Like, if you're going to use a boost, use your money for something that already is rocking and rolling to get it out to more eyeballs. But I'm going to teach you guys about Facebook ads as well. But remember, I'm going to be honest with you. The cheapest, because it's free way to raise your page, to boost your page without actually clicking the blue boost button and paying Facebook is to do a Facebook Live, all right? And if you can't do a Facebook Live, do a filmed video with your phone, okay, and put it up. Now, are they both equal? Absolutely not. But I will definitely say that standalone video versus live video definitely does better than it helps break through, right? It just even gets better than some posts that you can, some other standalone text posts that you can put up, all right? So in my mind, you got text posts, you got video, and you got live video, all right? So do some of those. So Bridget, that's awesome. She says, my numbers are almost even. What does that mean? That means that the amount of people who like your page are also deciding to stay followers, right? It's when you see your followers really drop below your likes, it means that people are actually going in and clicking on follow so they don't have to see your stuff. But if you're neck to neck, that is awesome. You always want to see the people who are liking your page to stay followers of your page, right? Or people to be followers. That's the most important though. This number here is most important, okay? The follower part. Because even if they don't like your page, a lot of people can be following your page and not like your page and still do business with you, right? But the key is they're following, so they're seeing your stuff. Wanda says, I'm concerned with my business name is too close to others, wondering if I should change it. Well, if you're going to, like, you know, your gut always knows, right? So if something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. That's my rule of thumb. If you have to think about something a little bit more, or you just feel in your gut that, yeah, maybe I should change it, maybe I should do something, you might want to make sure you sit down and really take time to evaluate that. In terms of it being close to other people, you have to be careful. So I'm not sure like how close it is to other people. This is just me talking off what I do know, what you wrote there. So, you know, check to make sure it's not trademarked, it's not copywritten, and somebody doesn't own a name. So for example, you know, if somebody tries to create a knockoff version of Junk Monkey Paint, I can take legal action, right? People who are trying to assume the identity of your established business. So don't get too close to somebody else's name. Even though it's a cute name, don't get too close to it, because they'll be surprised if you get a letter in the mail. So you got to make sure that don't do a name that's close to somebody else's. You can check to make sure that it's not already legally been claimed by somebody. And at the end of the day, if you're just getting started, I changed my name and I lived through it. So you can change your name at any given time, but is it better to do it closer to the beginning? Yes. It's harder to make a change in your branding, in your business name, the longer you go and get yourself established. So if you're thinking about doing that, you know what? Do it today. Get it done and make a change in your business name. And then, and by the way, do you guys know how to change a Facebook business name? I've helped many people through this. People who would have been stuck with a name that like, why did I even choose this? I am narrowing myself down so much. I don't even do the same thing that I started with. If you want tomorrow as part of the class tomorrow, I will tell you the secret way to change your Facebook business name. Because if you change your business name on Facebook, or you try to, you got a request to do it, right? It's kind of like Facebook is preventing you from doing a bait and switch. Today, this is about toasters. Tomorrow, I'm switching it up because I really wasn't selling toasters. Now I'm selling vacuum cleaners, right? So it's so people don't become parts of pages and all of a sudden what they signed up for is not what they're getting. So there's a certain way to go through that. Okay, we will cover that tomorrow then. Okay, so make sure you come tomorrow. But yeah, think about that today and figure out to yourself, if you're going to change your business name, let's do it earlier rather than later, because as more people come to know about your page, and if you're doing what I'm telling you, they will by the end of 2020, you're like, woohoo, we're rocking and rolling here. Just make sure that you do like the hard stuff, the foundation stuff up first, right? If everybody's living in your house, and you got to go, guys, we're tearing down the walls. And they're like, what? Right? Build your house first and then invite people over. Let's just get that done. Lisa says, oh, she's going to post her business page later today. Awesome. Very nice. Kate does mending and she sews. Oh my goodness. That would be nice. See, everybody's creative so differently, right? We can all learn from each other. Awesome. Does anybody have a quick question for me or something they would like to see me cover this coming week? We've been jumping around Facebook a little bit. I just kind of like let you guys lead me where there's a lot of stuff to cover. And yes, we're going to be covering all the other social media platforms. That's why it's important to show up every single day, because you're going to hear me talk on all the stuff. And so sometimes it just makes sense to follow up on something I was talking about yesterday and stay in a certain category. Tomorrow, based on what we just talked about, I'm going to show you guys the secret on how to successfully change your Facebook page name, even if you've been somebody trying to change your Facebook page name and it's been denied 3-6 times. All right. I'll show you how to do that. Kim says, can we cover Etsy, please? Absolutely. Barb had questions about live. Okay, so she says, let us know about filming lives, camera details, attaching things, all of that. Will this info be coming? Oh, yes, because you're going to need to, there's just some basic things that you're going to need to have in place for a successful live. And I will be happy to talk with you all about them. I'm going to write that down and we'll get to that. Let's even start talking about that this week. Live videos, equipment, and setup, it sounds like. All right. That's a lot of stuff into one thing. So we can definitely talk about that stuff. And the name change, absolutely. So yeah, this is an opportunity for you guys to say, Sonia, will you please talk about this? Or if you have a specific question about your business, drop it in. I'll try to start answering some questions at the end of the videos after, like I've talked about the topic each day as well. Debbie says she wants to start Etsy this week. That's awesome. Candy says, years ago, I used my business name on my personal page. Please help me change my name. Absolutely. Yes, please. Sounds good. Well, then let's do it. So you guys gave me some great topics that we'll get into this week. Done. All right. Well, it's 8:30, my friends. We've chatted for a half an hour. So even after this video ends and you're watching it right now, be sure to leave your business name, your page, and a little bit about what you do. Sandra says, I'm listening on my tablet and following people's pages on my Facebook on my phone. You all have lovely pages. So she's feeling inspired. She says, I need to really work on making mine better. And that's what's awesome, right? We can kind of see what everybody is doing and we can go say hello, make new friends, and support each other. Oh, good question, Cindy says, where else does everyone advertise their business? I'm at brick and mortar, not sure where to spend my money. Okay, good one. Brick and mortar, how to advertise, right? So when you have a brick and mortar, it is a destination. People don't have to stop where you are, but they're going to drive out of their way, most likely, to come specifically to you, right? And so how do we get more people to come to our brick and mortar? Absolutely. Great information. Oh, see, Chandra says, good one, Cindy. That's what's awesome is that when we ask questions, somebody else is going, yes, I'm so glad you asked that. Jocelyn says, live info, yes, going to try it once. Going to try it once I get some basic tips. Oh, going to try it once you get some basic tips. Absolutely. We'll get that covered. Candy's been on Etsy since 2011. Oh my gosh. That is awesome, Candy. Well, you got to make sure that you show up here so that when we start talking Etsy, you can keep chiming in and add what you know. And at any given time when I'm talking and there's something in your mind that you go, oh yeah, or there's something that you think about that you've learned by your experience, by all means, leave it for us to all, if you have tips, something that works well for you, throw it in here because that's how we're going to get better together. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I will see you guys again tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp. And if you can't make the live, make sure you come and watch. Yay, she says, my pleasure. And come and watch the replay. Every day, you're going to hear nuggets. Collect all those nuggets and put it all together and put it into action, right? Oh, yeah. So Chris says, her business page, now she needs to learn how to change it because you had the year in there, 2019, if I'm reading that correctly. So yeah, so definitely you're going to want to change it because people who are, if they're following you for, for stuff to make their home beautiful, they're going to want to know that you're painting stuff and it's going to make sense for 2020 now, right? That's why I would not put a date in your Facebook page name, but that's okay. You've just lived and you've just learned, right? We get wiser when we have experiences. And so I would be happy to talk tomorrow about showing you how to change that. That's actually quite easy for you to do. Kate says, I went live for the first time yesterday. Good for you. And remember what I told you today, the more you do it, the more breakthrough you will have. You're showing Facebook that I am a good content creator. Facebook, show my stuff to more people, okay? So good for you. And then the more interaction you get using those questions, that will promote Facebook to loosen its reins on you and show your stuff to more people. Allison's checking out everybody's pages. Very nice. Thanks for the inspiration. I know what I have to do today. Good deal. All right, let's get off here and make it happen. You know what you got to do. All right, see you tomorrow, friends. Bye. See ya.